Welcome to Literary Symmetry's channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to know the person you're selling to and what a target audience is. So let's get started right now. Hi, my name is Kristin Spencer, and I'm the lead writer and content creator at Literary Symmetry. Today, we are going to talk about something super important to your business, and I cannot wait to get started. So let's dive in. Do you want to know how to understand the person you're selling to? That's what we're going to learn today as we dive into knowing what a target audience is and understanding the person that you're selling to. So, one of the most important questions that every single business needs to ask is, what is my target audience? If you want to know the person you're selling to, you need to figure that out. But how? And what even is a target audience? In this episode, you're going to find out. The truth is, you can't choose everyone for your target audience. Before I shifted my focus to writing for business, I started out as a self-help and fiction novel writer. We all have our humble beginnings, and those are mine. So I still go to a writing group every few weeks where I talk shop with a bunch of talented and unique writers. And only now do they ask me more about marketing than they do about plot lines or grammar, and I'm fine with that. But yesterday, I had to tell my dear writing friends something I'm pretty sure they didn't want to hear, that it's not a good idea to try to market their books with the attitude, I want everyone to be my target audience. The truth is, we would all love to create a product or a service and have everyone line up for our expert help, but that's just not the way that marketing works. There are those perennial best-selling novels, and hey, almost everyone I know has a scrub daddy. But these things are the exceptions. It isn't normal to have everyone as your target audience. And if that is the audience you choose, you are going to have a hard time communicating the benefits of your service or product. Why? Well, before we answer that question, it's important to ask a different one. What is a target audience? In the world of business and business writing, where I live, a target audience is made up of people who need your product or service. And the only way to know the person you're selling to is to get super specific so you can explore their unique pain. My mentor, Kristin N, always says, whomever mirrors the pain best wins. What does she mean by that? If you can communicate with a person who needs your help in a way that convinces them you understand the pain they have related to the problem your solution solves, you will win. You'll get the sale. You'll be able to sell to them. If you can't talk to them about the pain they feel related to a specific problem your product or service solves, you won't make the sale. That is the simple truth. But maybe it doesn't seem so simple to you, and if that's the case, you aren't alone. So, who is your intended audience? If you don't know who needs your solution, you can't sell to them. And if you think everyone needs your solution, the things you write, the messages you tell, will be so watered down that the people who really need you won't care about your solution. This is why you need to be specific about who your intended audience is. If you don't know who they are, why they need your solution, or the pain they experience, you can't send them an email or write a sales page that they will connect with. Customer avatar worksheets don't work. When people ask about your intended audience and you don't know, they'll often recommend some random avatar worksheet. But those don't usually work because if you aren't a copywriting or business messaging expert, you probably won't even know how to fill one out. That's not your fault. When I meet with clients for the first time, they usually ask, with dread in their voices, if I'm going to make them fill out yet another avatar worksheet. I smile reassuringly and tell them, no, I promise I'm never going to make you do that. Instead, I ask them questions and fill out answers with details that I'm trained to know will be important. And no, it doesn't matter how old your avatar is unless you understand that this number, their age, is only used to help you understand your target audience's communication style preferences and spending habits. Speaking of age, let's talk about this more since an example of your target audience will probably be super helpful. Target audience example. If you think about the behaviors and preferences of people who are two completely different ages, do you think they'll be the same? You're right. The answer is no, of course not. Put that answer together with the question, can my target audience be everyone? And you'll have a clear answer. It's important to know that 20 somethings don't communicate the same way 50 somethings do, and they also don't have the exact same values. If I were writing for a company that sells mindset services, do you think I'm going to target both audiences the same way? Absolutely not. The 50 somethings aren't going to respond to the word self care the same way 20 somethings will. Let me show you how I would write for each. 20 somethings copy sample. Your routine affects everything in life. Make sure you're fully there wherever you are with our anywhere self care. They understand what the term self care is, so you can use it. But let's now take a look at the 50 something copy sample so that you can understand how I would phrase this for someone who isn't familiar with the phrase self care. Do you finally want freedom from generational trauma? Our proven mindset methods will help you achieve the peace you've always wanted as you enter your next chapter. See, there's nothing about self-care in that. As you can see from this example, there might be more than one market for a product or services, but you still have to adjust your copy and messaging to connect with each target audience's unique pain points and communication styles. This is the answer to the question we looked at earlier. Why can't I communicate well if I choose everyone as my target audience? Because if you can't mirror the unique pain in a way that helps them become problem aware, they will never become solution aware, which is when they understand that your solution can solve their problem. That means they won't understand why they need you or the product or service you offer. So next time you're wondering why you need to know who your target audience is, remember that if you don't know who they are, you won't be able to help them understand why they need you, and that's the problem. What's a quick solution to knowing your target audience if you don't have the time to learn the sales psychology and the storytelling math needed behind all the scenes? Hire an expert copywriter. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.